No clickbait. As you can see the videos on the screen, we'll play the story. Quick message. If you the type that say, hey, man, I wouldn't do them like that, so I know they wouldn't do me like that, or you assume that they wouldn't do you like that because you wouldn't do it to them, I would urge you to stand to the end. However, if you don't want to stand to the end, it's cool. The only thing I ask you to do is hit that like button before you leave. Just please hit the like button before you leave. And as always, my supporters that hit the like button out the gate and that leave comments, I greatly appreciate y'all. I do not take it for granted. Now let's get into this unfortunate story.
MaryJayne Collins was a 23-year-old from Seabrook, Texas, which is approximately 30 minutes from Houston, Texas. She was a mother of 2 boys. Her boys were the love of her life, and she really enjoyed spending time with them. After graduating from high school, MaryJayne worked in the medical field. She was a behavioral health associate for the last 3 years. MaryJayne has a son with Michael King. On July 31, 2020, Michael was convicted for killing Diajuan Triplet. Diajuan was the half-brother of Dawland Hurst. In June of 2024, MaryJayne started dating Dawland. There was domestic abuse in the relationship with MaryJayne and Dawland. She told family members that he had bitten her on her face and showed friends photos of other injuries she allegedly suffered at the hands of Dawland. On October 4th, MaryJayne received a video call from Michael from the prison. During the video call, Dawland was present and taunted Michael before slapping Michael's son, which was captured on the video and sent to friends. Later that morning...
Okay, quick pause. Listen. You got to weigh your risk. If you're dealing with somebody and your people is in prison for harming their people, you might want to flee as soon as you figure that out. That's why I always say take things slowly so you can get to know the person and get to know stuff about them. But you want to flee. The risk is just astronomical. It's just too risky. I don't care if you wouldn't do it to them. That don't mean they won't do it to you. And also abuse, that's another bad sign. It is not acceptable. But we'll get into more of that later. Let's continue.
Emergency personnel and police officers responded to reports of a gunshot at the Teakwood apartment complex. Upon arriving, the Seabrook Police Department discovered MaryJayne Collins dead inside her apartment. Her 2 boys, both under 10 years old, were inside the apartment as well. Investigators determined that Dawland was present at the apartment when the killing took place. Police suspect that he assaulted one of the children before first responders arrived at the apartment. The Harris County Medical Examiner's Office did an autopsy on MaryJayne and determined that she died by blunt force trauma and a single stab wound. It was originally thought that she died from a gunshot wound. The video call and physical harm of Michael's son during that call led police to conclude that Dawland was motivated to avenge the death of his brother and thus befriended, abused and then murdered MaryJayne, who was the mother of Michael King's children. A warrant was issued for the arrest of Dawland for the murder of MaryJayne.
A shocking motive in the murder of a Seabrook mother in front of her children.
As police continue the search for the suspect, we're learning they believe he killed the victim to avenge his brother's murder.
ABC 13's Jessica Willey is here to break down the stunning revelation, all new at 10.
Seabrook police believe the murder of MaryJayne Collins on October 4th is linked to a man's murder 4 years ago, and that her accused killer, who is wanted tonight, got close to her ultimately in order to retaliate. Tonight, her family wants justice. They say she didn't deserve this. She was the mother of 2 children. What was supposed to be a fresh start at Unit 504 for MaryJayne Collins and her 2 sons ended tragically on October 4th. Accused murderer Dawland Hurst is on the run as police lay out his alleged motive and brutality. According to court records, Hurst's brother was killed by Michael King in 2020. King had a son with Collins. When officers arrived at her apartment a week and a half ago, they found the boy and his brother peering out the window. Their mother's body lay nearby. She had been stabbed to death. Ring cameras captured Hurst leaving 30 minutes earlier. Court records state that Collins told friends about abuse and showed them injuries in the days before her murder, but that on October 4th, it escalated when King somehow made a video call to Collins from prison. Hurst was present and taunted King, court records state, before slapping King's young son, which was captured on the video. All of this to lead police to conclude that Hurst was, quote, motivated to revenge the death of his brother. Thus, he befriended, abused, and then murdered the victim, who was the mother of Michael King's children. Hers tonight, a wanted man, Collins' 2 young sons, a relative tells ABC 13, now in the care of their grandmother. Jessica Willey, ABC 13, Eyewitness News.
After 3 weeks, Donlin was taken into Galveston County Jail in connection with the death of MaryJayne Collins. This evidence was presented to the district attorney's office, which found probable cause to charge DeWayland with the murder of MaryJayne Collins.
And police have arrested a man wanted for stabbing and killing a woman in front of her children this month. Her body was found inside the apartment in Seabrook. And now DeWayland Ernest Hurst was captured in Texas City, now facing multiple charges, including murder and kidnapping. And if you
All right, hit the like button if you have not hit the like button. Condolences to the family. Condolences to all her loved ones. My heart goes out to her parents. My heart definitely goes out to them children, man. I pray that they have no memory of this, and I pray that it is wiped away. And if they do have any memory, I pray that they're able to bounce back from it and some type of way turn a negative into a positive. Anyone that she has ever impacted positively, I pray for you all. I pray for healing and also comfort for all of you all. Like the video if you have not liked the video. Now let's get into it. Man, this was too close. Too close. If you're out there and you have this type of situation, I don't care how good the person has made you feel. I don't even care what type of memories y'all have established. You need to be getting rid of them ASAP. It's too risky. And you need to be relocating ASAP. Maybe not out of the city, but just somewhere far away from where you once lived, where they know they don't need to know nothing about you. It just, it's just too close. And again, the first rule to life is self-preservation. Nothing matters if you're not here anymore. Nothing will matter for you, to say the least. And if you're struggling to get up out of there, at least consider your kids and your loved ones and the risk. And if you're the one that's behind the wall talking to the person and you come across the video, man, you need to tell them, hey, man, nah, you can't do that. Get out. Like, leave them alone. It's too risky. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, the risk is just too high. And us people with big hearts, sometimes we assume like we wouldn't do them like that. So I know they don't do us like that. And then when they do it to us, then we like, man, I can't believe they did it because we wouldn't even done them like that. Listen, you have to establish your boundaries. A lot of times people, they think you naive and they think they can just take advantage of you and they think that they can run over you and they think that you're weak. I'm telling you, that's what they think. They're not, when you just giving it to them, especially if they ain't did nothing to earn it, you just giving it to them, you thinking, okay, yeah, they really like me. They really respect me. Nah, unless they a kind person like yourself, then they probably gonna respect you and like you. And you will know if they kind like you because they won't, they won't overstep their boundaries. They won't take advantage of you because it'll make them feel bad. They know how it is to be in your situation and people to take advantage of them. But most people are not kind. They just gonna think you crazy and naive, and they just gonna take full advantage of you. I'm telling you. So you have to establish your own boundaries. Next, never take threats lightly. I'm sure this guy have come with some threats before the physical start. That's typically how it started. It started with the mouth first, and then the physical follows. So don't take threats lightly. I always tell y'all that. Do not ever take threats lightly. Take them as though they're that serious, and they will carry them out. And then he had already been to jail previous times. You have to look into people's past and just don't give them their past and just don't give them a pass for it, because that can tell you a lot. And if they have changed, you need to see constant behavior showing, not with their mouth, but with their actions, showing that they've changed. I always say, that's why I always say take things slowly and get to know people and get to know about them, because if you do, like in this sense, you should be able to avoid something like this and then fight with your emotions, even if they do make you feel good. Got to get up out of there. Also, I'm going to tell you this. People will hurt you about their loved ones, especially if somebody that's connected to you has done something that's connected to them. I have family members I haven't spoken to in years, but I would risk it for them. Just want to say that. So, and I'm a kind person, but at the same time, I understand boundaries. And so you just don't ever assume because you won't off somebody or, you know what I'm saying, do something to somebody. Don't ever assume that they will not do it to you. I'm telling you, especially about their loved ones. Don't even take that risk. Again, I can't even say it enough. If you know that that's the case, man, I'll holler at you. In fact, you need to be fearing for your safety because you don't know how far they'll take it. On that note, that's what I have for you. Condolences to this young lady, man. And I meant to our family, especially them kids and our parents, man. They just very unfortunate. Like the video if you have not liked the video. Drop your comments and let me know what you all think about the story. I would love to hear your comments. Also, if I missed anything that can help anyone, please drop it in the comment section. It doesn't matter if it comes from me or if it comes from you. It's just about helping people on this channel. If you're into this type of content, please subscribe to the channel. And when you subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you like this video, go back and watch some of the other ones. Hit the like button on those, comment on those. I greatly appreciate it. If you know anybody that can benefit from this video, please share it with them. I greatly appreciate that as well. On that note, like the video if you have not liked the video. I am out. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You all be blessed. Peace.